Hello BioTube, this is Frenchman coming at you from wherever I am right now. Today we are going to be explaining my personal mock, the Frenchman. If you will notice on my other videos, this is the Kanohi Alvasa. If you want to know about it, just click the explanation video. When I was constructing this mock, I was still very new to it, as you can see. The paint job is not that great. The mask, I did the mask after I had perfected the paint job, as you can tell. And like I said, this was actually one of the very first mocks I made when I got into bot mocking. Well, I had been into mocking before, but when I was first experimenting with making my own characters and everything, as far as painting and stuff goes. But he mainly uses the CCBS system, as you can see, which is the snap together system. It's really basic here. I don't know why I put this on here, I just thought it would look cool. He can hold a sword with it back there. As you can tell, the head is actually a Metronui head that I've jerry-rigged into it here. Let me just take off the... It's not really hard. All you need is about 3 pieces to attach it here. There are newer bodies that you can get and customize to where you don't have the ball joint at the back of the head anymore, as y'all know. But like I said, this is actually the first ever mock I made. It's a very simple mock. I know my camera's... I'm using my phone to shoot this, guys. You're just going to have to bear with me for a bit. I have a camera, but I haven't had any time to set anything up. My character, as you can see, is known for having a cane here. His cane is actually, let's see, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 segmented pieces. I have to use I use the newer pieces because they don't have the lines on them. Now you will notice the skull on the top here. I used a blue piece to attach it because I didn't have anything at the time. This skull is actually a very old Lego skull here. This dagger here at his side here is actually meant to be used here with the cane, because the cane is actually a sword cane. So let's see if I can take it off without knocking him over. Let's see here. Knocked him over. There he is. Got it. Just put it in his hand, right? Sorry guys, I know the camera is shaky and stuff. See? And then he'll pull out the skull is actually the top part of the dagger. He uses it to send people to the dreamscape. If you're hit with it, you'll just fall asleep usually. He can use it. Unlike most of the other mocks, Bionicles, heroes, the Frenchman is more like a Makuta type character in the fact that he does not have a material form. The fact that he's basically like an anti-Freddy Krueger, basically. He really doesn't, like I said, he's like an anti-Freddy Krueger. If you grab him and wake up with him in the real world, he'll come materialize into the real world. And other than that, his powers are actually limited to whatever body his spirit can possess, unless it's his own body that's materialized. But he can also do like a Frankenstein thing if he loses a limb. Sorry about the close-up. There we go. We got a little better close-up of his face. There it is. And the fact, if he loses a limb, he can actually just attach another limb as long as it's not the same one. So the fact that his body can actually be amalgamized, and his powers can also, you can gain new powers from the different limbs. So let's say if he loses his right arm, and all he has to do is attach the arm from, let's say, a toe of gravity, then he gains the powers to somewhat manipulate gravity. But as a basis, he usually prefers to use fire. As for anything else, I've actually made at least 3 other Frecnhman Mocs, but this one was my very first one. Was kind of proud when I made it. But the one that I've done after this, the second one, I was even more proud of because it used more of the old style original Bionicle parts from back in like 2001 to 2007. Since then I've actually revamped that one a little bit. I put in a couple of more parts, make him look a little bit more closer to the to my cosplay. I will link a description in the description to my Tumblr page where I'm probably going to have more pictures and stuff of the Moc. He's a fairly simple build. Most people probably won't even try to build him. Like I said, he's mainly used these shell pieces. He's just a snap together figure, guys. Just like most Bionicle, he's really simple to build. I probably won't even bother to make a how-to video. But until next time, bye.